and they just trying so he doesn't go into the White House. But the thing is
hey, you guys, we're here, we're live.
All you're doing is making him.
All right, we got news, we got mental health, podcast, celebrities. We talking about it all today, y'all. It's here, it's Reasons, man, and we about to get it on live. We got our special guest, my man, Black Lift in the house from Texas, and he's going to give us his intake on some of the things that we're talking about today, which is, you know, Putin. We talking about Putin, the whole deal with Putin. We talking about Trump.
Man, Putin's a gangster for real.
Yeah,
man.
we got history and blackness with with Fat Boy, with Malcolm X today. That's what we got going on today on that. And then we got, man, will a prenuptial weaken or strengthen your relationship? And then we also talking about, would you tell your woman the truth about about your best friends of the opposite sex? Yeah. Yeah. So if y'all in here, y'all just coming in or whatever, hit us on the chat or whatever. We're gonna talk about it. You guys can give us your opinions on what's going on Reasons, man. And we about to get it started in just a second. Just waiting on letting you guys get in here or whatever. And we about to get it started.
Hold on. Let me share, man. I'm tripping.
Get the sharing and everything, man. If y'all in there, give us a thumbs up so we know y'all here. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all ready, man?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I was born ready, brother.
Bro. hey, you know, man, I ain't got no job, bro. I'm always ready.
Yeah, for real. See?
I got nothing but
no job. You don't even need it. You don't even need a job, dang it. You're already well taken care of, Mr. Wealth Man.
I don't need one.
Here we go. Let's go.
All our illusions will disapparate, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace. I love y'all. What's up, man? Welcome to Reasons. It's your boy Fuel in the house.
Fat Boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on. We here.
And we got our special guest, my cuz from Texas over there. Black Lift is in the house. What's up with it, baby?
Man, hey, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, man. I'm from KC, man. I live in Texas, but I'm from KC.
Of course, man. Come on now. We KC all day, baby. You know the deal.
Look behind.
Yeah, we see all that Kansas City. How can we not know you from Kansas City? You got Kansas City all over.
Right.
Hey, wait a minute. And look, my wife had a t-shirt made because I told somebody else, look, if you really don't know.
Oh, yeah. You had it tatted? Damn, I didn't know you had it tatted.
Man,
too.
I've had this tat for years, dog.
That's funny, man.
Even when the Chiefs was bad, I was down.
That's
okay.
All right, man. We're gonna get into the show, man. What we talking about today, in case you guys missed it. If you guys tapping in, let us know y'all there. Give us some thumbs up or something like that or whatever, so we can give y'all a shout out. We on shout out to all the ones that's out there watching us and supporting us today. We got some crazy topics to talk about today. Like I said before, we're talking about Putin. We're talking about your boy Trump again. We got an update. We got to get y'all an update because we've been following this, really curious as to what's really going to happen to this brother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's not a brother. This guy. Anyway.
Somebody, brother.
Right. And we're talking about history and blackness with Malcolm X. That's what we're going to get on in today. And then we also main topics today. Would you tell your significant other the truth about the opposite sex? About would you tell your significant other about your friend of the opposite sex? That's gonna be interesting to hear. I want to know what y'all gonna. I want to know what y'all gonna say on that one. And then, a prenup. Will a prenup weaken or strengthen a relationship?
It can only strengthen. No, I'm just playing.
All right, man. Let's dive right in it, man. Because Sean, basically, I mean, I'm sorry, I keep calling I Black Lift. You was man, telling me.
You don't quit calling me by my government name, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, you don't even know.
My bad.
I'm trying to keep this down. You call me by my government name, man.
Right. Well, you know, dog, we grew up together, dog. We like brothers. I keep forgetting. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, man, for sure.
You was telling me earlier about Putin, man. Give me a little more about what basically happened with Putin and what's the guy's name with the plane that went down?
Yeah. Okay, his name is Yevgeny Prigozhin. Okay. And what happened is he was the head of this paramilitary group called Wagner. It's spelled like Wagner, but it's called Wagner. And what he did is he felt like the Russian government was setting his boys up to die in Ukraine. And so 2 weeks ago, or about we'll say about three weeks to a month ago, he decided he was going to get his troops and he was going to storm Moscow. Okay. So dude got his troops. They were about 50 miles outside of Moscow, but one of their co-friends basically got together and told Prigozhin, hey, man, chill, stop. So they stopped and they let him go to this other country and hide out. Now everybody thought that Putin was gonna kill Prigozhin like right after he surrendered, like right away. But what happened is the way most pundits understand it is they broke down Wagner. They took out a lot of the leaders and they absorbed a lot of their troops into the Russian regular army.
No stuff.
Yeah, and so I guarantee you the reason that they waited was because they wanted Prigozhin and most of his top guys out of the way.
Wow.
So fast forward to yesterday, a private plane that was carrying Prigozhin and one or two of his other top lieutenants in Wagner, his plane mysteriously crashed with 10 people on board.
Yeah, and you was telling me something was fishy about it by the way the plane did crash, and I do have a video real quick just so people can see and understand what we're talking about.
Right.
Let me see if I can pull it up here.
So as you know, I have both military and airline experience. And so if a plane crashes generally from some kind of failure or stuff like that,
right,
it's gonna coast. You know what I mean? It's not just gonna fall straight down out of the sky.
Right.
That plane fell straight down out of the sky.
Wow.
So there's a couple of theories going around about it, like he put a bomb on the plane. There's this special gas that they could have put on the plane that made it explode. Or it was shot down by a ground-to-air missile.
So let me show it exactly what you're talking about this plane that basically crashed here. Let me see if I can bring it up. So let me see here. So this is the plane.
Сбили в бабочник. Look at this plane and how this plane is.
2 раза взорвалось, падает. Ты посмотри, падает.
It was smoking.
Bruh, it was smoking and it fell straight down.
That's enough. That's all. I just wanted to get that part, just the part of the plane coming down, which is kind of like it is a suspicious.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like a suspicious ordeal there, man. But
that's crazy,
bro. Putin has had people thrown out of windows. Putin has he like drugged somebody at the UN. He had somebody drugged at the UN. You know what I'm saying? He poisoned a couple of his enemies in Europe.
Wow.
Dude is a gangster. He's a gangster among gangsters. Yeah. So
crazy.
That's what he's doing to keep power. So yes, I mean, everybody knows. They're like, man, he wanted to kill him right away. I promise you.
Yeah.
But he waited 2 weeks until he knew the Wagner guys were like out of the way. But if you go to the news, some of Wagner's soldiers have already put out a message that says, "Expect us."
Wow. Man, that's some interesting information, dude, to know.
Really?
And that's one of the reasons I know, right? That's one of the reasons I wanted to get on here, man, because
it's going
following
hard.
this. He be following this stuff, man, and it's just
interesting,
man, how some things, and it's not always, conspiracy, theory or anything like that. It's just real facts of, of the shit that's going on, man. So I even appreciate you, tapping in on that, man, for sure. Moms is in the house. I see you, Mom.
Hey, Moms.
If you guys got any questions or whatever on this whole thing about Putin, you guys can go online and just go. I guess you can actually just look it up. Did Putin kill? How you pronounce his name, Sean?
It's Prigozhin.
Prigozhin. Okay, Prigozhin.
Yes.
I don't know why.
It's basically just like it's spelled. Prigozhin. Yeah.
I didn't break it down like All right, man. But let's get into this next one, man. So of course, we got to give you guys an update on Trump too, as and this man is. Everything is so questionable as to what's going to happen with Trump. And we've been following. We've been wanting to give you guys update on that as well.
I told y'all what was going to happen.
Well, apparently there was a supposed to been turning himself in today or whatever. And I don't think it happened.
He did.
They were still did it happen? I didn't see it happen.
It says that according to CNN News 12 minutes ago, they said he turned himself in and he was released 20 minutes later because he already had a bail bondsman set up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so they didn't even have this man in jail for this. Listen, man. And if y'all, I'm going to go on a rant real quick. And then I'm gonna let y'all go. I get that. I get y'all are stomp Democrat followers, right? And we're all trying. Well, not you, right? I'm saying the public, the press, because everybody is on this bandwagon of get Trump, because he's such a criminal. He's such a criminal. But we're not realizing the mockery that he's making of our judicial system. This man, he went to jail, but he didn't really. It just shows you how the system is swayed. Before I got on here, I was just saying that if this was anybody else that didn't have the proper funds, there wouldn't be any bail. So if you're really trying to get somebody in jail, and he's on this racketeering case, and this is this 41 count indictment with 18 co-defendants, right? Why the hell do we got a bail? He shouldn't even have a fucking bail. It's all a mockery. Y'all let him go to jail for 20 minutes. He barely got mugshot. He barely got fingerprint, because that's how long it take to do that shit. He just barely went to jail and he was gone. So my question is for you, gentlemen, is he really going to jail? And then I'm gonna go on with it.
Let me go first though. I'm sure Sean probably know a lot more than me, but I really do.
And then I got a timeline once y'all get done with that.
It's kind of like it's kind of like the more and more I watch this, the more and more I start seeing people back out, or the news or the media backing out, or as to the excuses that's going to be made for him not to go to jail. And one of those things was said that if it doesn't begin to be a speedy trial. If he doesn't get a speedy trial by a certain amount of time, the case can be dismissed, or he can be acquitted. And that's what basically that's what they've been trying to do, I guess. Is I mean, Sean, I know you said it's different, but what I'm just going from what I've heard, they're trying to get it a speedy trial or whatever, just so that won't happen. and trying to get a speedy trial before the election, or before before the election, or before the whatever they have, in November. Okay, that's all I had on it, though. What about you?
Okay, so let's start with a couple of facts and non-facts. So number one, the only person who wanted a speedy trial was Kenneth Cheeseborough. He's an attorney. He requested a speedy trial for that reason, because he felt like if Bonnie Willis wasn't going to be ready, then he would be able to get out of it.
I thought the prosecutor was trying to get a speedy trial as well.
That just happened, though. But that's okay. So after Cheeseborough requested a speedy trial, what Bonnie Willis did is she put in a motion to try, because she wants to try all these people together. So she put in a motion to try them all under speedy trial. Now you're going to see some crap happen, because Trump does not want a speedy trial. I promise you that.
Of course, right.
If you look at Trump's timeline, he's all about delay.
That's why he keeps switching attorneys.
Well, he switched attorney because his other one was bullshit. The first dude was garbage.
But by him delaying it like that or whatever, by him changing attorneys, that extended the time for that attorney to catch up to the case of what's going on.
It didn't, because you're still in pretrial.
Yeah, but still that attorney still.
Yeah, but you have to understand how the judicial system works. He has a new attorney, okay? They have not been before a judge yet. You're still in pretrial. He just turned himself over, okay? So since he turned himself over, he can now gain access to the files. No criminal defendant can get access to the files until they actually surrender.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
He surrendered, so therefore now his new attorney can get all the discovery that his old one would have gotten. So there's not going to be a delay. So basically, they're all on the same timeline. Everything's on the same timeline. But like I said, what Bonnie Willis did, Bonnie Willis pulled a rabbit out of her hat and tricked him. She told him all. She said, "Oh, you want speedy? Okay, Kenneth Cheeseborough, you want speedy trial? Okay, fine. I'll put in speedy trial for everybody." Right. Now, what Kenneth Cheeseborough did, he screwed over everybody, because now all these other people are going to have to try to be ready sooner than they need to be.
Right.
Okay. Now, what I'm gonna say about this whole thing, okay, about Trump. So I'm trying to be as diplomatic as possible. So me personally, I consider myself a centrist. Okay, I will vote for a Republican if I share some of their same values.
Yeah.
I'll vote for a Democrat if I share their same values.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, the Republican Party has pissed off so many people, and so many people are so off of them. Number one, because of abortion. Abortion is what's making the majority of people Democrats these days.
Yeah.
You can say what you want and try to act. So abortion and them kicking down, picking on LGBTQ people, picking on people that can't defend themselves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they co-opting our words like woke. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Woke was a black word, and they took it like they take everything else. Okay, but what I'm saying is, I'm a centrist. What pisses me off, I could give a rat's tail about Donald Trump, but my problem is, besides his politics, he's a bad man.
Yeah, exactly.
He rapes women. He done said sexual stuff about his own daughter. You feel me? He's a bad man, so I don't care. I don't care if you don't get a conviction, but you got to bring this man to trial.
I
don't care if he's or not. You have.
What'd you say, fat boy?
He ain't. I feel like I agree with you to a certain extent, Black Lift. Right? I agree with you that with the atrocities and the type time he only do need to be held accountable. But with what this is really, he's going, because he has so much money, man, and because money talks and bullshit walk 1,000 miles, that ain't gonna happen. And what's gonna happen is he's gonna continue to make a mockery out of the judicial system, and he ain't gonna learn a lesson. And so what we're doing is we're actually making him look more powerful than he really is.
That is true.
No, the problem with it is that MAGA is a cult. Okay?
But he don't, this is the thing. He been manipulating them too. All of that's what I'm saying. All of that is bullshit. All of that is an agenda to continue to perpetuate the bullshit, because really what he's doing is he's showing the white hand. That's really why they want him to get out of there. Yeah. He's showing a white hand. He's telling you that none of them pay their taxes. They, excuse my language, they fuck, cheat, rape, anything that they want to, and they gonna get away with it. And so they trying to get him out of there because they don't want him to continue to show what they've been doing for the last 150 to 100 years. And so what they're trying to do is they're trying to make him an scapegoat for all the horrendous atrocities that the Anglo-Saxon been doing since he been here. They're going to try to make him the scapegoat, like when he started the MAGA hat, bigotry and racial slurs was gone until Donald Trump came back. It's all BS. But what I'm learning is that I think Kanye said this years ago. It don't have shit to do with color. It's all about class, man. And he's showing you that every time he show his ass.
Yeah.
And everybody but we already know that, man. I mean, what makes Donald Trump any different than John Gotti? You feel what I'm saying? It don't matter, man. It's about money, and it's
they can't convict him of murder. That's the only thing that's different between him and John Gotti. But that's what I'm saying. If you couldn't convict John Gotti of murder, he'd still be John Gotti, right? That's the whole reason why they pulled out the thing, right? That's the whole reason why they got him under the racketeering and the RICO case anyway. It's the same thing. Essentially, he's running under that. But because this is why I know he's not going to jail. Because he ain't really touching shit, they can't get him. And they showing me every time that they clutching for straws, because every time they do shit like let him go to jail and then he bail out in 20 minutes. Or this the fourth time, y'all.
So
and I don't spent more than 24 hours in a jail cell.
So I don't think that it's a matter of them clutching for straws. Regardless of what we say or what we think, the dude is still the former president of the United States.
Absolutely.
So therefore, he's going to have Secret Service wherever he goes. It makes no sense to have Secret Service in a county jail.
Yeah, but there can be facilities made for his particular situation.
Exactly. Which is why I say if he gets convicted, here's what's going to happen. And you can mark my words. I want y'all to get a pen, get a whiteboard, write this shit down. This is what's going to happen with Trump, okay? They are going to put him on house arrest. If he gets convicted,
I believe that.
He is going to be put on house arrest because you cannot, and I know that's bullshit. I look at you, bad boy. You're like, man, what the house arrest? But it doesn't matter. It's still
a conviction, though.
It's still a conviction, but he's still a former president of the United States.
Well, yeah, that's understandable.
Is that not grabbing for straws?
It's understandable. That part is understandable, guys. But the thing is to get that conviction. That's the thing. That's the whole point.
Okay. In the conviction, is he gonna end up with a fucking felony?
If that's what the
hold on.
I believe that yes,
it can still be a felony.
Yeah. Yes, he will end up with a felony. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. That motherfucker don't vote no way. So he don't give a damn about losing his voting rights. Ain't him being convicted of a felony is not gonna change nothing except the fact that he's a convicted felon. Bro, I know convicted felons out here right now that still living their best life. It don't matter, bro.
But this is my thing.
The fact is that the government and Fonnie Willis, they need to. And here's what's good about like the state trial is going to be televised. Okay, the state trial is going to be televised. So here's the one thing about Donald Trump. He talks a bunch of shit, right? But not once, when somebody asked him about a charge, has he ever said, "I didn't do it"?
True.
Never. Never.
I mean,
I haven't heard
him say that.
He knows he's coming. And if he lies, so I want to see that dude, that orange bastard, get on the stand and testify and perjure himself. Exactly, perjure himself and blah blah blah. Look,
he'll do that.
If anybody were to read,
man, listen,
people, here's the problem: people don't read. People don't read because if people were to read, I got time. I got time today. If you read all of his indictments and everything that he comes out and represents his indictments as are not true. He wants to say that everything is it's my First Amendment rights, blah blah blah. And in the damn indictment, the first line said this has nothing to do with the First Amendment.
Right.
But all these people are still parroting that bullshit about, hey, it's his First Amendment right to say what he wants. You can say what you want, but you can't go in a fucking crowded theater and yell fire. That's not the First Amendment, dog. That's illegal.
Right. Yeah. Let's get Moms just had a comment up here. What's up, Moms? He said Trump issued its distractions to keep us focused on nonsense, so we don't see all the oppressive laws and human rights violations that they are going on right now. That are going on right now.
Mm-hmm. I think
you see that comment, Sean, as well.
I see it, but here's my thing, Mom. I need examples. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy for somebody to come and say something like this, but if you have no examples of it, is it really happening? That's just like with the
Republican. I mean, there is
absolutely black.
Yeah, there's been smoke screens. There have been smoke screens. This whole thing been a smoke screen for other bigger shit for a while. You know what I'm saying? Other shit is really going on right now, and we're tripping off of this shit.
I know it is, but let me finish my statement. It's just like when the Republicans right now, the Republicans' big thing about abortion is, do you know these assholes are out here saying that people are aborting babies after they're born? Republicans are saying that, and that shit don't happen. It don't happen. Well, but they want to create outrage within their base.
And that's an unknown fact or whatever. And then that's basically what she's saying. Ain't that the smoke screen that people is being distracted from?
I do think I agree with her saying that, because there's a lot of other shit like right now. They're not telling us on the news right now. Russia
about the money.
It's about the money. They all banding together to get together and to get out to basically replace the American dollar. It's a lot of other shit going on besides
the
Trump.
Shit that just happened. The shit that just happened in Hawaii. The shit that happened in
the coastline in Hawaii. It's a lot of smoke.
It's a lot of shit going on.
I do agree with what she's saying.
Please don't tell me y'all down with the space lasers in Hawaii.
The what?
The space lasers in Hawaii.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying there's space layers or what. I don't care how the fire started and how it got started. The point is,
the electric company started the fire.
No. The point is what burnt up and what didn't. And what burnt up was everything except for the wealthy people's property. Period. There's no coincidence that a fire just stays in a certain area of a city that's spreading that big, that huge.
Did you look at that video I sent you?
Which one?
I sent you the one about the guy that explained the fires.
Yeah.
Why they moved the way they moved, what happened.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
The reason that the rich people's houses more than likely did not burn.
No, I got the one of the local people. That basically was talking about how they shit burned up, how they had to leave or whatever, how the fact that these people wanted this property, wanted this whatever, and to make it out of something else, of course, which has been said, and basically which has been proven to be investment with Oprah. You know what I mean? So these are the things that basically has actually that is factual, and when it comes from local people that are pushed out, and that's what they're saying. I'd rather go with that than what social media is saying. Period.
No, it's not social media. It's science.
Well, social media sign, whoever's making up the whole ordeal.
So somebody came out with a video that shows scientifically that they evenly burnt the coast of Hawaii. Are you serious? That's what we going with?
No. It's not a video showing that they evenly burned the coast. It explains why the fire moved the way that it moved. It also gave a couple of simple explanations as to why the rich people's places didn't burn, and most of the places down where it did burn, why they burned.
Enlightenment.
You have to look at the fact that, okay, most of the downtown area where it burned, okay, most of those buildings were very, very old. They were not built up to current fire codes.
That's the point. The buildings was old, right? The buildings was old, and they were basically trying to buy up those buildings, and people did not want to sell, regardless of how old they were. The local people did not want to sell to the corporates that was trying to buy it up or whatever, because it's their heritage, it's their lives, that's who they're been. Not only just, we talking about the bigger businesses as well. Not just the housing or whatever. I'm talking about the the restaurants, the stores, I don't know what buildings they are, but business buildings and all of that. It's all of that. So, of course, they're going to say they were old. We know they were old. But just because that building was old does not mean that everything in that whole area just burns up really conveniently for the areas that they wanted to buy. How convenient is that? Come on, man. Let's make sense of that. But anyway, we didn't even, I don't know how we got into that.
I don't know either, man. Look,
I know, right?
Be on the road, though. Keep it moving.
We done went there through the fire with her.
I believe in Bigfoot too. Let's go.
Now we was talking about the distractions that's going on.
I just think that it's not gonna go like anybody think it's gonna go. It's my basic opinion. We can go on.
That's true.
It's not gonna go like everybody think it's gonna go. And what ain't gonna happen? He's not gonna learn this fucking lesson. So I think that they should bow out gracefully because y'all lost. Yeah. Y'all remind me of how the South forget they lost. Like, y'all lost, bro. Go and take your L and go home. Because what's going to continue to happen is something will continue to embarrass people. And even with what Black Lips said, is that you can't even have this man in jail. He got Secret Service.
Yeah.
Send that man home and call this shit a day, man. I'm over it. He can't even go to jail.
But really something got to happen. Something's got to happen.
So the second option is they can actually put him in a federal facility, but they would have to take a whole building. You know what I'm saying? They would just have to cordon out that whole building and give him his own wing in a federal facility.
I really would be surprised if they actually would go through that extent to do all of that. I really would be surprised too if they would really actually do that, because it's the first has ever been done, or you know what I mean? But I do think, if anything, I don't care, even if it's a slap on the wrist or something or whatever, or either giving him a felony charge where at least he can't run no more. Period. That's what we need.
He already can't run.
No, he's running now. What are you talking?
I know he's running now, but he legally he cannot run. It's just a matter. Somebody has to. So
until he's proven guilty, though.
No, regardless of him being proven guilty, he already committed conspiracy. Mm-hmm. So he seditious treason. He's already committed it.
And
Mom says she likes you on the show, big dog.
Hey, I love being here. Thank you, Mom. I got my own mind. I'll listen to nobody.
They convicted him.
No, he didn't have to be convicted. So if you, Fat Boy, I'm gonna send you a couple of links, man. There are two prominent, high Republican lawyers that are in the Federalist Society. They have already said that he, under the 14th Amendment, he should not be allowed on the ballot. And so it's basically up to different states to actually hold him to that and not put him on their state ballots.
Okay, so even if that's the case, what why is he doing what he's doing now still, and why he's still being funded for the election?
Because he can.
So he
That's
just doing
the point, my guy. You look, I keep it funky, nigga. If it was me, I would do it too.
Yeah.
I'm getting all this bread. What? Everybody loves me. I'm getting this bread. I'm doing whatever.
So what you're telling me, Black Lift, is that he's basically taking people's money right now.
Duh. He been taking people's money for 30 years, man.
right.
Nigga, look, hey, ask somebody how that worthless ass degree from Trump University is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trump Airlines went bankrupt, nigga. He couldn't even run.
Degree ain't worth shit.
Bro, he couldn't even run a casino in Atlantic City, dog. He went bankrupt.
Right.
It ain't that this is what I need everybody to understand. It ain't that he can't run it. It's that he know how they play the game. So all he do is run that shit up and max it out. And once you file Chapter 11, the only thing you can't do is use the name no more. You get to keep all the assets. You get to keep all the money that you took and took out. So I hear people say that, but I know who this dude is. He's a fucking criminal. So he ain't trying to make it work, right? He wasn't never trying to make the airline work. He wasn't never trying to make the Taj Mahal bust, because he bust in the beginning. Soon as he got the contract, he made his money off the top. He already took his.
That's true.
I knew he was a criminal when he buried his ex-wife he don't like at his golf course, just to make it a tax break. I said, oh yeah, he different.
Hey man, why somebody so
Hey y'all
lays down some serious facts for real. Online, right? And somebody posted, "Hey man, shut up and go mow your mama." And they posted a picture of her grave, dog, and the grass was like way up high. And I was like, man, shut up and go mow your mama.
Mow your mama. Hey, listen, but little. All right, man. Hold on, before we leave, this is why I say that they're really trying to get him. Because there are small subtleties like that he are using, those unwritten laws of our system that he getting over with.
Yeah,
they're written, but people don't take time.
Okay, not unwritten. Because laws that we don't know about.
They're not being used.
Me and my wife are about to go buy some land, right? We're gonna start our own little family compound. You feel me? And so she was joking the other day. She was like, "Hey,
hit me up on the investment shit. What the hell?
Every first one of us die first, bury us on this land because they can't take it.
They can't take it. Facts.
That's law, bro. Anybody that just pays attention to stuff, you need to understand.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. If it's a family burial plot on your land, they can't take it.
Yeah. Hey, let me know when you start, because I want to invest too. I want to be a part of the legacy, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep it in the family now.
We can talk about this on another show.
I know, right? We'll talk about it later.
But it's about the economy and how my kids, me and my wife's kids, right? They just got married a year ago, and they trying to buy a house, and man, they just can't make it happen.
Yeah.
So we about to buy. We probably gonna buy 10 acres a year from now. After the one upstairs, after he graduates high school. I hate HOAs because I built my house from scratch. But anyway, we gonna buy 10 acres and we gonna parcel off everybody some land so they can put their own homes on their own land.
Yeah, that's dope. That's what's
and we're gonna build like a swimming pool in the middle and some other stuff, and basically just have our own family compound, bro. Because these kids they can't afford houses these days, man. It's not gonna happen.
Right. Cool. All right, man. Well, let's get into this next topic, man.
Shit, hold on. Mom's just put something on. She said, you guys remember he put into law that you can work in the White House as a felon last term.
Ooh, yes, he did that because he had to. Because part of the issue was so the problem was he had a gang of people that couldn't pass the FBI background checks. And so basically he had to ease the law so that they could pass the background checks to work.
People that he wanted in.
Yeah.
Which obviously says he's a crook and he rolls with crooks. So
they all crooks, man.
Exactly.
Every last one of them crooks.
All right, guys, let's get into this next one, man. I don't want to go too long on this. It's your turn, fat boy. It's you know what time it is. This is time for history and blackness. All right, fat boy, what we got this time, man?
This week, y'all, this week I got another special guy. This week I got Malcolm X, man, aka Malcolm Little, aka Detroit Red, aka El Haj Malik El Shabazz. What he died as. Of course, Malcolm X was a civil rights activist, a religious leader, a black nationalist. He was born May 19th, 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska. He died February 21st, 1965 in New York, New York. Actually at Columbia University Medical Hospital. He's known for being one of the greatest orators of our time. He founded and became the minister of Temple Number 11 in Boston. After that, he became minister over Temple Number 7 in Harlem, New York. This is the largest and most prestigious temple. It's second to the headquarters in Chicago. As a lieutenant of the nation, he claimed, or they claimed, the nation claimed over 500,000 members. When Malcolm X started, they only had 2 temples. By the time he left, I think it was over like 25 or 30. Yeah. Here are some key facts about him. He's a self-taught intellect. He's done lectures at Harvard and Oxford. And in 1965, he founded the Organization of Afro-American Unity.
That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
And so if you want to get to know more about him, one of my favorite books is the autobiography written by Alex Haley. It kind of gives you a picture inside of his life. He was basically born a minister because his father was a Baptist minister who basically was all about black nationalism. He followed Marcus Garvey. And so he kind of had the bug already. But going through his trials and tribulations of life, man, we ended up blessed with Malcolm X. So shout out to everyone. His whole family. They killed his daughter a couple years ago, but shout out to his lineage. One of the greatest men.
Do anyone still, or who is it that actually still practice his theories and his as far as I mean, no Muslim itself, but is anyone in particular
the nations?
I know the Nation of Islam, but
Nation of Islam is still doing the same thing.
Yeah, but who's the one holding the reins now? Who's basically
Minister Farrakhan?
Yeah, Minister Farrakhan's still there.
Farrakhan's still the man.
Yeah, okay. He's the head.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And if people don't have time to read, I've read the autobiography, man. Fat Boy, great book.
Amazing book, brother.
If you don't have time to read the book, Spike Lee did a great job
of depicting. He did.
If you watch the movie, you'll pick up a lot. And believe it or not, if you watch the movie, it'll make you want to read the book.
The book is phenomenal, man.
The book is outstanding.
Yeah. It really is. It really is. It's probably one of the first books that I read that it wasn't like a thriller, but it was a page turner for me because it just kind of breaks out. It breaks down just who he was. Like, he's Detroit Red because he hung out with a local comedian named Red Fox. Yeah. Right. And so you get a kind of a personal tour through that movement of blackness, right? Of where Count Basie and you Duke Ellingtons, and he's giving them joints, right? And you get in the presence of the A. Philip Randolph, right? Of the Black Porters, like all of the stuff we talk about, you kind of get a little bit in Malcolm X's book because of which time he was born and which time he rose to prominence.
Right.
And so he gives a lot of good game in there, man. And so like Black Lives say, it's great book. And so if you have some time, definitely get into it. And then also audio book on YouTube. It was good. They skip a nice part of it, but you will be able to listen to it and get a good grasp of what Malcolm was, man.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Malcolm X.
Shout out to Malcolm X, man. And like you said, you can always, look him up on Wikipedia online and get more information, especially of his books and the movie and all that good stuff, whatever. All right. So that's it for History and Blackness with my boy. That boy in the house.
What?
That's
I
what's
like
up. Mom said, what she had a comment here. I missed. Did it hit? Oh, we lost various parts of the Civil Rights Act in affirmative action, which they don't have to permit African American into PWI colleges or give them scholarships. When did this happen?
She is correct. That already happened. That happened a while ago.
But no. Okay, so this is what happened.
The Supreme Court voted down. They voted down affirmative action, and so now they don't. So basically, what happened is, and it's part of my language is fucked up.
Yeah.
So Asians and white people use the Civil Rights Act against us.
Yeah.
And I hate to. I mean, they were right to a certain extent. And so that's what happened is that now you can't like your race and stuff cannot be included when you apply to any institution.
Right.
That happened a couple months ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the Supreme Court.
All right, thanks, Mom, for that inquiry and let us know.
Moms know what's up. Look, I like
you know what I'm saying.
Hey, the thing though,
you
on it today, y'all.
The thing though, I'm not totally opposed to that anymore.
Me neither. I don't care. Me neither.
Being a historical Black college graduate myself, I think that we need to do our first 4 years there any damn way. You feel me? I think we need to do what we used to do is do the 4 years at an HBCU, and when we go to your Harvards, your Texas States, and all of that, then we really be able to do what we do and be the best. But I think your first 4 years, if you're not homeschooled or you're not doing a trade, I think you need to go to an HBCU anyway.
Here's my thing. Fat Boy, I kind of agree with you, but I definitely agree with you on HBCUs. My issue is in this country, until all these top Black athletes stop giving away their talent to these PWIs and go to HBCUs and put them on the map and stop $30 million facilities at fucking Alabama, and Alabama A&T ain't got shit.
But they long as they dangling them dollars in front of them.
Exactly. That's the only reason it'll never happen.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is the thing. And this is what I always tell people, because I did it, right? I made a sacrifice. A lot of people don't know is I chose to go to an HBCU for the reason that you're saying. When I graduated, when me and Fuel graduated, we graduated with high GPAs, and we was guaranteed to get into any Cal State in the state. I could have went to any Cal State that I wanted to, but I picked my little ass small school in Virginia. But the reason why I did that is because I felt before this newfound wokeness of HBCUs, if you ask Fuel, I felt the influx. I felt it moving back years ago. Maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I just felt it moving back because that was when we were at our best. When we were at our best as people is when Black was with Black and white was with white. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's just the truth of the matter. When we had to only go to HBCUs, that's why Walter Payton went where he went, right? That's why all of these great athletes went with Jerry Rice, went to Mississippi Valley. That's why they all go to these schools, because they weren't allowed at those other schools. True. And so I think that we have to also remember that with desegregation, we also were disenfranchised again, right? And so we have to remember that, like Black Lift said, we got to go back, right? We got to go back to, all right, Black money, spend Black dollars, Black teachers teaching Black children. It sounds crazy, but that's when we were at our best.
Yeah,
I get it, but in a small way. Look, okay, so my first year in college, when I graduated high school, I went to Lincoln University.
Okay.
Now, the one in Jefferson City,
Missouri. I almost went to Lincoln, Yeah,
a lot of people from Kansas City went to Lincoln. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing about Lincoln University. it is an HBCU, but do you know that 40% of the students were white?
Yeah.
But you know what? We didn't
West
care.
Virginia State is like
we
that.
didn't care at the time. Yeah,
Right, we didn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, if you want to be around us, we'll be around you.
Yeah.
You know
at the time, HBCU colleges wasn't pushed as they are as today, and like they were to, you know, they wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't because at that time, even though it was a HBCU, there wasn't like a reason that or not a reason that I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying?
That's everywhere though.
Well, I'm just saying that it's more pushed, it's more advertised, it's more out there than what it used to be.
For sure.
To the point
but
to recognize the schools, recognize these, you know, HBCU schools or whatever.
So as much as you hate to say it, Deion Sanders calls that.
Yeah. He
went to Jackson State. He pulled all the other HBCUs up because he was like, I'm not going to play if y'all don't put us on TV. Yeah. I'm not going to do this. Yeah. I'm not going to do that if y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? But you also see as soon as
they give it to him. Hold on. I got to say this. They give it to him, right? But he did not. It's a coach. I forget the brother's name, but the coach of North Carolina A&T was a stud way before Deion Sanders came to football. He brought the notoriety. He did so well that they changed divisions. They no longer in the WAC. The reason why they was the best team in the SWAC division is because North Carolina A&T is now in the Big South. Because North Carolina A&T had already laid the groundwork for what Deion Sanders did. But we give him the credibility and the notoriety because he's the popular one to do it. But prior to him, hold on, because he didn't even win the SWAC, right? Prior to him, the years before he was in SWAC, the team that won 5 years in a row was North Carolina A&T.
Yeah.
So we gotta. But I agree with you. He brought the popularity.
You have to, unfortunately, regardless in this country, you have to give it to the person that puts the Caucasian eyeballs on it.
Right.
Okay. Right. Okay. I would say to a certain extent.
White folks.
The reason why I say I agree with you to a certain extent. The reason why I say yes and no, because without that coach having such a success in the SWAC and opening it up to the white folks to where to say, all right, we're going to move them to the Big South, Deion Sanders wouldn't have been able to do what he did at Jackson State. And the only real reason why he went to Jackson State is because they wouldn't give him the Division I job that he has now.
Well, that was the whole point, though, to go in there. That was his whole point, to go in there to prove a point.
That's what I'm saying. But he followed this coach that I'm talking about to know that the SWAC was good enough for him to bring the eyes and move and make a career change. And so I agree with you. He brought the popularity, but this brother had already brought the eyes down to the SWAC for sure.
Yeah. Some eyes, but not national.
Not national eyes.
Yeah, it wasn't as big.
That's the point. If you don't get the nation, you don't get nothing.
Yeah, and the name, you gotta have the name. You know what I'm saying?
And when he got that 5-star recruit, Travis Hunter, that he took from Alabama and Mississippi and all the big SEC schools, that's what popped them out.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah. We done got in a couple of extra topics that
a little extracurriculars, no, for real.
But it's all good. It's all good, man. Hey, so let's get into this. Yeah, we about to get into relationships. You know how it goes.
We're about to get into the stuff now.
Yeah, man. We about to get into the whole relationship topic, man. And first of all, the first thing we got up, you guys, is would you tell your significant other the truth about your best friend of the opposite sex?
Wait a minute, man. You gotta wait a minute. You gotta what you mean truth? Like truth is in we bone or like,
yeah. I was gonna ask the same thing. You gotta break that down. Yeah.
Hold on.
You gotta break that down, bro. You definitely do.
Hold on, man. Something's wrong. Y'all there? Okay. All right.
Yeah, we here.
Yes. Would you tell your significant other the truth about your best friend of the opposite sex? And when I mean the truth, I mean as the type of relationship you guys started off with. You know, did y'all start off as just, no, this is real. As you start off as friends, you know, real friends, or was you attracted to that person and it just didn't work out and y'all just ended up being friends? Or did you, or did you friend zone them? Did you basically have sex with that person and the sex wasn't what y'all thought it was, intimacy wise, but y'all friendship was cool and y'all just ended up being best friends? That's what I mean when you tell your significant other the truth about the best friend of the opposite sex. Some of us tell it why, and some of them don't. Why not? Bad boy, you go first.
Oh, you're gonna put me out there. Yeah, I have to, because my girl, if she find out I lie, she'd get the tripping. So in my case, I just kind of have to and deal with the awkward conversation. I do think that to answer the question, I think you should. I think that it is embarrassing to have your significant other around someone that you calling your best friend, that y'all have had sexual intimacy and there's a bigger bond there. I just think that it needs to be put on the table. I think, and then also if it's a friend zone, I think that if there was any chemistry there, something needs to be said, just so that the partner doesn't feel embarrassed or left out. I think that's the only reason why. I think that as long as everything is kept respectable, it shouldn't be a real issue with you being a friend with someone you messed with in the past 10, 15 years ago. I think that shouldn't be an issue. But I think the fact if you hiding it, then it shows that you have more feelings than you actually say you do for that person.
Oh, so you said if you hide it, there's something more there.
I would suppose. I would think that, and like Black Lift could kind of basically validate, because he's married. You know what I'm saying? And so you ain't not telling wifey, right, about any friend, right? Because she gonna kill you anyway. But you know, she gonna get you anyway. But you gonna definitely, you gotta tell her, right? Because it's just dishonest at that point when you in a relationship. So I think that if you're not doing it, you're trying to hide something. Because when you're in a relationship,
is it a gamble?
Huh?
Is it a gamble if you actually, is it a gamble if you actually have a best friend that y'all hang around with, and you may have told her that you had slept with that best friend and y'all just ended up best friends because it didn't work out in a relationship or whatever, and you guys go out or whatever? Does that, you know, kind of
I think as long as it is placed on the table. I think as
long as it have to do with their insecurity.
Yeah, no, I just think it's as long as, I mean, if you don't tell your spouse about your relationship between your best friend, then you created the insecurity in your spouse, period. But there shouldn't be an insecurity there if there's an open line of communication.
Okay. All right. What you got for me? I keep hearing say
Black Lift.
Black Lift, what you got for me?
Man, this gonna be a tough one, but I'm gonna break it down as best I can. All right. So, number one, I'm on my second marriage. My first one lasted 29 years. Okay. Now I'm on my second one. So I've learned a lot over my vast experience in relationships.
Right.
To me, there's a difference, but of course, everybody knows there's a difference between women and men. In my opinion, and it's just my opinion, most women don't have a male best friend that they don't want to hit.
Absolutely not.
Because whoa. Hey, hold on. You said hold on. I just want to clear what you just said. You said most women don't have a male best friend that they didn't want to,
that they don't want to smash, or that they would not smash,
or they hadn't smashed,
or they haven't smashed.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
Let me get into the minutia a little bit. Okay.
So
here's the reason why. Women keep male friends as a penis in a glass.
What?
To break in case of horniness.
I'm gonna say it's a lot. It's gonna be a lot of people, women that are gonna disagree with you.
Come on.
Oh, I'm not. Look, you can disagree if you want. This is my opinion, and I'm gonna have it.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, baby. That's what you're here for.
So that being said, as a man that has a girl as a best friend, you have to understand that, and of course you have to be open with your wife, girlfriend, whatever, and let them know. Now, if there's no trust in the relationship, then it's a done deal. You know what I'm saying? You're either gonna lose your girl or you're gonna lose your best friend. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some kind of trust in that. But I'm telling you right now, and a lot of women can't be friends with other women. That's just that's like a standard. Look,
now that I kind of get that. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just
I don't know if it's I think it's an even Steven thing when because I think most guys
because I got a friend.
Don't be trying to give it. Don't be trying to. Most guys. No. Let me say it.
No, Reg is my hold on.
Can I get my part?
I got a friend right now.
Can I get my part?
A girlfriend that I have never tried to have sex with.
Can I get my part? Can I get my part?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm saying that most guys have a female friend that they at one point either liked, attracted to, or had sex with. Most guys. No. We can sugarcoat this shit. We can play like it ain't or whatever, and we can lie about it or whatever. But I'm not saying every friend. I'm not saying every female friends that we have. I'm saying that certain ones. It's certain ones, especially if they're attractive and your girl think that they are attractive as well, and y'all best friends. Sometimes they're gonna think like, damn, did he try to hit that or did he hit it? Or what happened through their history? And they have to have that conversation. And that conversation has to be truthful. Period.
Let me tell you, man.
That's real talk, y'all. Don't be trying to play like
that's real talk, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, let's break this down into this situation. Right? You go to work, right? Yeah. Attraction is the first stage of anything. Mm-hmm. The way somebody looks is what's gonna attract you in. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Now you go to work, right? Okay, it could be a chick that's a little on the heavier side. You know, she really ain't the best looking thing, but you know what? She cool in the fan.
Yeah.
You got to know her. You feel me? You got to like her. You know, you like, man, hey, shit, you good people. You my best friend. Let me tell you something, homeboy. Vagina rules the world. But if after that happens, that girl say she want to give you some, you're going to be like this. All right, hurry up. Let's go. Don't tell nobody, though.
I don't know, y'all, because
that is true. That's what I agree to.
I got a
That's
friend
what I agree
right
to.
Now.
If some of your friends that you had and it was possible to have go there or whatever, and say like you're both on the outskirts of a relationship, or you know, lonely, or you know what I'm saying, you're gonna look at that person. You're gonna look at her in some kind of way. You're gonna look at her, you know. But the point is would you tell your significant, your new girl or whoever that you're with at the time about that friend that you're seeing with? You know what I'm saying?
I think
I agree with y'all that I do agree that you should be telling them, you should be just straight out honest, whatever, because it'll come out one way or the other.
As a man, you better.
It'll come out on one of those person's demeanor. Why that person's why you with your girl or with your, you know, or with their man, their demeanor is going to show it. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have an honest conversation about it at the very beginning, then basically you're going downhill with this relationship. One of the things that I said, I mean, I want to. Am I still there, y'all?
Yeah, you're still here. Yeah,
I look like my thing's shortened up. Did y'all have anything else on there real quick? Because I was going to have to read.
If you start a relationship with a lie, it's going to end.
End in a lie. Come on. That's it.
True.
That's really it. Hey, man, sprinkling tad bits of motherfucking game, Black Liv. Little pieces of jewels and diamonds and emeralds and rubies. I see you, man.
Hey, fat boy, I've been around the world twice, my guy.
Come on now. That man dropping little tad bits of jewels. They call it Joel.
Right. Oh, there you are, Carrie. We see. I have been. Carrie says she's been in a situation. Okay, Carrie. So you've been in that situation. So let us know. What did?
How'd you handle it?
How did you handle it? Yes. How did you handle that situation?
I had that. My girl handled the situation pretty well. I've met my girl's male best friend. I was a little hesitant about it, because they passed, but I seen their relationship, and it was a brother-sister relationship from what I seen. You know what I'm saying? From what I paid attention to. But I'm also swing over here to Black Lift, and I also seen that side of it as well too. So I'm not naive to the fact of that either.
When you mess up, she gonna call that dude crying, and dude gonna come over and she in her nightgown and blah blah blah.
Hey, a shoulder, that's what they say. A shoulder to
that's the reality. That's the reality to me. That's the reality to me of having a opposite sex best friend. The reality is it is possible for that to happen almost. You know what I'm saying? It is possible. You know what I mean? But the thing is too is within your relationship, you got to have the trust, the honesty in the conversation. You know what I mean? Open it up. Like, even if you feel like, okay, you know what I'm saying, I feel like you might have slept with this dude, or I feel like regardless, open that conversation and see how it, well,
men I would say men don't walk on a landmine. Don't walk out there and blow yourself up. I feel like we have to be more transparent because we looked at as dogs anyway, and that's just another excuse for women to call us dogs. So just to get the dog tag off you, just be upfront and honest in the beginning. Now, don't go looking for shit, because what she's gonna then do is begin to call you an insecure man. And you're gonna play right into her manipulative hands. So be smart and just let her tell you. Right? Think it all you want. Kind of think like Black Lift is. It's a dick in a glass. That was a cold one. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I gotta have it.
All right. So all right. So it's said to reveal but don't conceal, express, don't repress, accept, don't reject. Now there's a number of compounds involved in co-creating a highly successful partnership, right? Not the least of which is become consistency, emotionally intimate. The process always begins with self. When we periodically step out of our busy lives to take a reflective pause and see what is occurring in our body, mind, and emotion, we can find that the words to describe our feelings and needs. And that's basically what it is when you kind of basically reveal and but don't conceal. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you're basically being honest, open about it or whatever, and basically, having that conversation. What my comments, man? I think I lost my comments.
I would Fat Boy, back to your original point, I would almost rather that they have already slept together.
Honestly.
Yeah,
really? Hey, man, you know really? What?
Really?
Hey, man, you got some. Hey, listen, you got some knowledge up here, brother.
Interesting. Mom said why? Mom says why?
Okay, Mom. The number one reason is.
Go ahead, talk to him.
If the D was bad, that's why they friends.
Ooh, and it ain't gonna come back. It ain't no coming back.
Hey, man. Hey,
okay.
You might be on to something.
Unless what you he said, unless what you do is based on truth, you will end up with the entire structure falling upon you.
I like sometimes bad D can be better than no D, but you got to get to that point. And so I personally would much rather them have slept together.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man.
That
Hey,
makes sense.
you might not like it, but it makes a little sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It don't look. When you first heard it, it bothered you. I know
I would rather her know what it's like than to wonder what it's like.
Come on now.
There you go. That is true. I would rather know what it is
Hey,
as opposed to wondering. Y'all
Ooh-wee. Just little tad bits of, just tad bits
right,
of it.
right.
What? Just chew else.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, at least we being honest and straight out about it.
Oh, no, you gotta be that.
You know what I mean? And I like y'all perspective on it as well, whatever. Because I was thinking that somebody was gonna be like, nah, I can't tell my girl. You know,
that's why he ain't. That's why his girl gonna leave his ass. You don't want no advice from him. Right? You don't want no bad advice, fellas. Tell. Right. Go ahead and let that on out the bag. Have that uncomfortable conversation early, because if you it's better to have it early than later. Because if you think that one gonna be uncomfortable, that later on conversation is gonna be unbearable. So you better have it in the beginning.
Look, man, you gotta look at statistics, fellas. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all right now what people don't understand, and I've explained this to my son because it's a fact. Mm-hmm. Women outnumber men 6-1 in this country.
Well, yeah,
6-1.
Yeah, I know that is a
feel me? 6-1, my guy, and that's the truth. Okay, that's why these dudes can be dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, you can do whatever. But if you get that dime piece, don't drop your dime over something stupid.
Yeah, don't drop it over.
You know what I'm saying? Don't drop a dime over something stupid. If she's worth keeping, then you do that. Yeah. But if she ain't, hey,
walk.
Exactly.
Yeah. Walk, bro. Look, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Mm-hmm. Do you, boo boo?
Yeah. Do you, right? Do you, boo boo?
Yeah. What I'm saying is, that's the bottom line. Just don't drop your dime piece over something stupid. Be honest. Keep stuff open. Keep stuff in the front. If it ain't gonna work out, it ain't gonna work out. But don't throw yourself down a pit.
Right. Facts. Yeah. Y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard it. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're going to get that honest talk. You're going to get that real news. You're going to get what really, really down to earth brothers can talk about. You know what I'm saying? And get information and all of that good stuff. All right, man. I think we covered it on that. I mean, hell, y'all pretty good today. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. All right, so let's get into this last one, man. We're going to get into this one. Prenups. Will a prenuptials weaken or strengthen your relationship?
Prenuptials, daddy.
Prenuptials.
Prenuptials. The prenuptials. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Will it weaken or strengthen your relationship? And I'm
go on, jump on out there, Fuel.
Yeah, do what? Y'all.
Yeah, no, go on, jump on out there, Fuel. You got it. Go ahead, man.
I got more words for this one, but you got to start, bro.
Well, my personal opinion, I would think it depends on the timing. It depends on the timing and where you are in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. That's hard. I don't know. I would have to. It's hard because it's kind of like when you do a prenup, it's kind of like you're expecting something to happen.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's just a preparation.
And I can't go into a serious relationship or a marriage expecting something to happen. You know what I'm saying? Or saying, just have that negative edge of, well, if we break up, blah, 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 blah. Because that's not really what the marriage is supposed to be about. You know what I'm saying? But there is, of course, there is a thing where in hindsight, in the back of some people's mind, financial, especially when it comes to financial, which is a big part of being in a relationship or whatever, that's going to be thought of. If I leave this person, am I going to be good without them? And in what way of my own? Is the question that you should be asking when you basically end up with someone. You know what I mean? As opposed to having a prenup. Like if you're going to get a prenup or whatever, just understand that, is this person good without them when they leave? And not reliant on what they have in order for me to live. Y'all feel me?
I do.
So
I agree. I know. I mean, I feel like that's a good question.
Oh, Nick in the house. What's
I
up,
think
Nick?
I think for men and women, I think that is based on where you are in your finances, man. Just the honest answer. I think that if you meet a woman and you work and you don't have much when you meet her and you hustle, she deserve half, bro, and vice versa. I think if y'all build together, y'all deserve it together. But if you meet a man or a woman and they already a millionaire and you just
build together, you don't need a prenup, right?
Well, absolutely not. Well, in marriage, if anything you do during marriage is you don't need a prenup because it's community property. A prenup. Yeah, so that's just in general. So that's why I'll be like, sometimes I feel the prenuptial is preparing to fail because everything community motherfucking property anyway. And but it, like I said, it's based on finances. A lot of times I already had property, I already had stuff, and so I want to protect what I had because whatever we get from the day we married forward is ours. I want to keep what's mine.
Well, don't want to go into a marriage. Basically, if say like for instance, if I'm the rich one, right? If I'm the one that's paying the bills, that I'm the one that's basically you just came in or whatever, and basically as a wife you help as a just being there or in a household or whatever wife duties are, so to speak, whatever that y'all even planned on talked about doing without her, basically, and doing her own business that I have nothing else to do with. Do your mind though go into the whole fact that, man, are we in this marriage for the right reasons? Does the prenup thing make you wonder if you're in that marriage for the right reasons? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a negative thought about having someone, and if that person leave, that I'm, responsible for that person still.
I mean, but you don't have to get a prenuptial. You still, based on your lifestyle and this and that, and like I say, a lot of this Black Lifka's second because he's been married twice. He on his second marriage. So, but a lot of it, when you marry, if I make more money than my wife, I got to pay her alimony anyway. So I feel like it really don't matter.
You're still gonna end up.
He's still gonna pay. It's cheaper to keep her, like he said years ago. Yeah. That's just not. He ain't Black Liv said, do not listen to him.
It ain't cheaper to keep her, dog.
It is not cheaper to keep her. It is not. It is not cheaper to keep her. No.
If you care about your sanity, bro, it is not cheaper to keep her. There comes a point where everything comes to an end, man.
Yeah.
Period. Like I said, I was married. My person was 29 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I rode it till the wheels fell off. The wheels fell off. We got married at 20. We grew apart. You know what I'm saying? We did our own divorce, my guy. We actually hand wrote all our divorce stuff, all our paperwork. We went down to the courthouse. We filed it. We did everything. We did not pay a lawyer. Okay. We didn't argue. We didn't need an arbitrator. We didn't need none of that stuff. Anything that she wanted that I had, I said she could take. Because the bottom line is, you as a man or you as a person, the shit you accumulated through that marriage, that wasn't the last one they ever made.
True.
You'll get it again. You can get it back. You can get it better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it may take some time. That's the mindset to be in. Yes.
It may take some time, but you'll get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People being petty over possessions, things like that. I got custody of my son.
Yeah. I know some of the things that you've been through, of course, and I know that one thing I know about you is that not one time that when things went bad, you was never afraid to start over. You know what I'm saying? I've seen this man actually, like, have a situation where you lose something or whatever, and then start all over by himself and then gain it back and then give it somebody or whatever and still lose something and then gain it back. I've seen the process. I've seen the go, you know what I mean? And now of course, where you are in the place where you are now, which is perfect, you know what I'm saying, for you or whatever. And you had basically had to go through that or whatever. So I do. I get exactly what you're saying on that.
But that's the thing, man. The things you go through in life make you stronger.
True.
Okay. And as long as you choose to not give up, you're the one that controls every single thing that happens to you. Don't let somebody else hold that power over your head. I never did, and I never will.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Now, as far as the prenup thing, I don't give a damn about a prenup. I get what y'all saying about it's like planning to fail. It's not a matter of planning to fail. It's a matter of it's a matter of protecting yourself and protecting your assets. Okay, like they said, if it was a rich woman that married a man and wanted him to sign a prenup, they would just call her. Well, they try to call her names. Other way around. If it's a rich man and a poor woman, they're like, "Oh man, you just trying to do this." No, it's a legal protection. That's it. Bottom line, up and down. If the relationship's gonna fail, it's gonna fail regardless. You know what I'm saying? The character wasn't there in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You was in it for the wrong reasons anyway.
Exactly. You went in with the wrong reasons and whatever. But the bottom line is you still gotta protect your chickens.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Why you think Michael Jordan just did a new prenup with his wife?
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
You need to read about that, my guy.
Juanita took 300.
Wait a minute. Juanita got him, and then another chick got him, and now he just got married again.
Oh, well, I don't blame him from that point.
He looked that one up. He got a prenup.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about that point? I wouldn't blame him from that point.
I wouldn't blame him, and if the chick blame him, be beat.
Be beat.
No.
That. Oh, that's true. That's true.
Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord spritz.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's get into some comments, y'all.
Hey,
Nick said, if I was rich and he wasn't, prenup for sure, or vice versa and vice versa. If we both broke, no need. If we both rich coming in, no need.
I disagree with the both rich coming in, no need.
No need?
No, if you both rich, you
need to protect your assets.
Yes.
In that case,
if you both rich, yeah, you still need.
In that case, now if you're gonna protect, if it's solely to protect assets, everybody need one of them motherfuckers. Because
she said community property doesn't exist anymore in California.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's why, like, a lot of people, they try to file their divorces in Texas and stuff like that because they're community property states.
Wow, that's some. Vic said I would say it depends on the individual. Well, yeah, of course. Nick said you can't take material possessions with you to the grave. Leave it to keep the peace. However, it's the folks that damage your character and business for money are the ones I can't stand.
That is 100% correct.
Yeah.
So there comes a point where, like I said, the whole cheaper to keeper thing is a bunch of crap. Because once again, when you can't find peace when you come home, it's time to keep it moving.
It's time to cut that shit out.
It's time to cut it out, bro.
Yeah,
that is true.
That is fair.
And I mean, like I said, man, I will always have love for my ex-wife because she gave me my children. But do I like her? Hell no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a fuck.
But do I like her? Hell no.
Talk to her. Shit, the hell out of here.
All right, man. Marriage is not what it once was. That's what
don't do it.
That's what Fat Boy. I mean, that's what Buck. What's up with it, man? Thanks for joining, bro. That's what Buck said. You're kind of late there, boy. We about to go.
So I'm gonna say I disagree with that one.
Marriage is not what it once was. Don't do it.
I disagree with that one because, like I said, that person was 29 years, and what I never accomplished in 29 years, I accomplished within less than 2 with my current wife.
Yeah, you had some rough. Those 29 was rough. Dude.
Yeah, because what I'm gonna tell you is that I do thank people. I do thank the Lord and I'm not a super religious person, but I do thank the Lord for my first marriage because it taught me how to be a better husband. It taught me how to be a better person. Okay, but it also taught me to be a partner and look for somebody who's going to be a partner. So my current wife is a partner. We are equals.
Yeah.
Okay, and like I said, bro, we built a 5-bedroom, 3 bath, 5-bedroom, 3-bath house here You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got that done in less than 2 years of being with my new wife. 29 years with my old wife, I couldn't get shit but bad credit.
I know, right? You was helping her with her credit and shit.
Bad credit and bankruptcy.
Yeah, exactly. I remember.
You know what I'm saying?
So I just was telling my partner this. A good woman definitely will change your life. That's for damn sure. They may get on your nerves, but I was just telling my buddy that a great woman will turn you into a whole different man.
Yes, but you won't find that until you become a great man.
That's true. It's true. I agree.
Thanks.
Good ball.
Man, dude. Yeah, y'all know y'all just sprinkle, y'all just drop some jewels today, baby. Hey, if y'all haven't been on the show or watching in the last y'all missing a lot. Y'all missing a lot.
Y'all missing jewels.
Yeah, definitely go back on and start watching. You know what I'm saying? Go back on YouTube and Facebook and start watching and get caught up on what we've been talking about today, man. I appreciate my cuz Black Lift coming in and joining us today, man, and dropping some jewels with us, man. Definitely been great, man. It's been great, dude. Fat Boy, you know, been doing your thing, dog. You know how you do, man. I had one question, man. And I'm gonna get out of here real quick, but I got 2 minutes. Hey, so there's a song. If y'all guys haven't checked it out, I like it. Fat Boy don't like it. It's called.
I know you ain't about to plug this damn song.
It's called "Good" by Usher. Forget y'all, man, because I have friends that basically
I have friends. Look at that.
I've been in relationships to where, you know, it just didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? But we can still be cool, and that's what the song is about, man.
That's the song about, huh?
Yeah, it's like it was like the right place, the right time. I mean, the right place, the right person, but the wrong time. That's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can meet the right person in the right place, but it's just the timing is just, it sucks. And I hate that, but that's what I've been going through. But it's good, man. We good. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I can still be cool and friends with that person. You know what I mean?
He said, but we good.
Yeah.
Get the hell off, yo.
Let's say I missed the show. This crack ain't going
ain't gonna smoke itself, but you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
No, Nick, not Kiki and Usher, not Boyfriend. I don't like that one. That ain't cool. I don't like that one. I like the ones.
Man, if that dude ain't graduated from crack, something's wrong.
Yeah, no, you gotta graduate.
You definitely need to move.
The song got sent to me. It hit home for me and her. Yep. Exactly. See, you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, Buck ain't got no sense, though.
That's a single.
Buck ain't got no damn sense.
Us single fellas know that shit. That's what we know what we've been through. Damn it, that should have worked and could have worked, but the timing wasn't there. That's all it is to it. And I'm gonna leave on that note. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Continue to follow us. Like I said, hit us up in Messenger like I have been doing on topics. Hit us up in firedogbroadcasting@gmail.com if you guys have a topic that we want to that you want us to talk about and all that good stuff. What you got, Fat Boy, before we leave?
That's it, man. I want to thank y'all. I want to thank our guest today, Black Lift. We appreciate the game you dropped on us. But like he said, man, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. I still ain't got my dear brothers and dear sisters, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Make sure you send your dear brothers and dear sisters to firedogbroadcasting@gmail.com. A small clip, no longer than a minute, video or audio, man, and just label it "Dear Brother, Dear Sisters" and send it in. We also taking topics as well for future shows, and we're gonna call it a viewer's choice. So as soon as you have a viewer's choice, man, come tap in with us, man, and give us your topic, and we'll give us our opinion on your topic. And once again, I want to thank our guests. I want to thank y'all for tuning in every week. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you don't see my dear brother and dear sister, I'm gonna come find you. I'm serious.
Hey, Nick says she's got a dear sister, and again, Black Lift, if y'all want to see him some more, hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
I'm having on anyway. I don't care if y'all what y'all think.
Yeah,
that's my nigga. You my cousin. How the hell you gonna
right?
Yeah,
I will come and find you, fool. We grew up
right?
Right.
Fool.
Yeah.
With that, you guys, we out, man. Appreciate it, and remember,
If they talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.
I never get to the rest of the time when we do that. Peace.
All our illusions will disapparate, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We know.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Hey.